We are enthused to have with us Willem Bouter and Catherine Mann of Citigroup, where Dr. Mann, coming from the OECD, will take over the reins as Chief Global Economist for Citigroup. Mr. Bouter will, of course, be a senior advisor. How did this happen? Were you two on speaking terms before this?
Go back years. Yeah.
But it goes back years.
Yeah,
seriously, when
Absolutely.
you were,
Absolutely.
What is it like with the two of you and with the team piecing this all together for Mr. Corbett?
It's a handoff. But we are complementary, I think, in terms of the type of work that we do. So he gets a double-barreled benefit.
Do you both get to attend the IMF special meetings? Francine and I will be there. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, indeed.
You're going to darken them. Both of you will darken that. That's a good and wonderful thing. Let's talk about trade right now. Maybe it's my chart of the year. Bring up the chart right now. Catherine Mann basically invented this chart, maybe with a good morning to Stephen Roach at Morgan Stanley. The twin deficits. You wrote a book 20 years ago. I remember talking to Larry Kudlow over 20 years ago about is the trade deficit sustainable? And you've got a chapter in there on the twin deficits. Should we fear our new twin deficits?
Yes, we should. Your chart there with the red dot for 80-84, that was the first article that I wrote about the twin deficits, actually. And then I continued on writing about it because, look, it's good every 10 years, and it'll be good again.
What is our codependency now? You formed this China-U.S. codependency. How does that fold into the president's naivete on deficit dynamics?
So we continue to have the codependency. In other words, very important trading relationship. Very important for supply chains, very important for U.S. consumers, very important for business. You can't disentangle it just by fiat. You can't just sort of say, cut it in half and everything will be okay. So that's the naivete.
Okay. I say, Catherine, are you worried about the U.S. economy overheating? Or are you actually worried about the U.S., something going wrong in the U.S. economy?
So, the first episode of the twin deficits that was particularly dramatic was, of course, Volcker and Reagan. And we know how that happened, and we know how that ended. And I wouldn't like to see a repeat of that because, it's a different time. I don't think the Fed would be as tight, but the fiscal policy is even stronger than it was back then. So it sets up a tension between fiscal and monetary. That is tension not just in the United States, but we could see it coming in other countries as well. And that represents a situation for the global economy and for real investment that is not satisfactory, not going to get us to where we need to be with regard to an improvement in potential output going forward.